Hey, welcome back. Today, I'm about to reveal some powerful truths about women that most men never even notice. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes you'll uncover the 12 hidden weaknesses that even women themselves aren't fully aware of and, more importantly, how you can use this knowledge to your advantage. If you still believe attraction is only about good looks or having money, think again. The real secret lies much deeper. It's about understanding the hidden triggers that quietly shape a woman's behavior, often without her realizing it. Imagine what happens when you stop running after her and instead create the pull that makes her come to you. By the end of this video, you'll have the kind of insight that can completely transform the way you approach women and relationships. But before we dive in, I've got something special for you. It's a free resource, the Stoic Man's Guide to Attraction. You'll find the link in the description and also pinned in the comments. Go grab your copy before we move forward, because it'll give you even more tools to apply what you're about to learn. Alright, let's get started. Weakness number 1. The desire to be pursued. Women secretly love the chase. Even when they present themselves as strong, confident, and independent, there's still that deep craving to feel desired. And the more you make her feel like she has to earn your attention, the stronger that craving becomes. Don't make yourself to avail her. Let her feel the thrill of pursuit. That tension, that uncertainty, is exactly what makes you irresistible. Weakness number 2. The fear of being replaced. Here's something most women would never admit. Out loud, they're terrified of not being the one, of losing their place. In your life, every woman wants to feel unique, like she's the one who truly stands out. So how do you use this? Show her you have options. Be social, be seen with others, but never in a way that's disrespectful. That subtle reminder that you're not fully locked down keeps her invested and eager to secure her spot in your life. Weakness number 3. The need for validation. No matter how independent or confident a woman appears, there's always a quiet longing underneath the desire to be noticed, to be valued, to feel truly special. This isn't about insecurity, it's about being human. We all want to feel seen. But here's the key. Women are drawn to men who don't throw out compliments like candy. If you constantly praise her, your words lose their weight. Instead, choose your moments carefully. When you do give her a compliment, make it specific, make it meaningful. Notice the little things others overlook. For example, instead of the overused "you're beautiful," try saying, "I really admire the way you handle challenges. You always seem to know what to do." That kind of validation goes deeper. It tells her you see who she really is, not just the surface. And that makes all the difference. That's why it's so important to make her earn your validation. When you hand out praise too freely, it quickly loses its meaning. But when you hold back just a little, when you only give recognition at the right moments, something interesting happens. She starts to crave it. She feels a pull to work for that approval, and when she finally receives it, the impact is so much stronger. It's no longer just a compliment, it's a reward. This dynamic creates balance. Your validation becomes rare and precious, something she deeply values. And when a woman craves your approval, she naturally begins to pay more attention to your thoughts, your actions, your perspective. She tries harder to impress you, to make you proud. Over time, this effort strengthens the connection and builds a bond that feels unshakable. Now, let's move to weakness number 4, the hidden desire for drama. Attraction isn't always built on calm, steady waters. In fact, many women are drawn to a sense of excitement and unpredictability. While it may sound surprising, a little bit of emotional drama can actually spark passion and keep the relationship alive. Of course, this isn't about unnecessary conflict or creating chaos. It's about stirring emotions in a way that makes the connection feel vibrant, alive, and full of energy. Think about it. When everything is calm, predictable, and smooth, it can start to feel dull, right? But when emotions shift, when laughter turns into deep reflection, or when joy is mixed with curiosity, creates an intensity that fuels attraction. The secret lies in emotional contrast. One moment you bring lightness, fun, and warmth that makes her smile. Then, just as she settles into that comfort, you shift the tone and make her think deeply, or feel something more intense. These emotional highs and lows keep her engaged, invested, and always intrigued. Why is this so powerful? Because predictability kills attraction. If she knows exactly what you'll say or do every time, she'll eventually lose that spark. But if you can keep her guessing, if one minute she's laughing and the next she's reflecting on something profound, you'll keep her pulled in, always wanting more. Remember, this kind of drama isn't destructive. It's not about arguments or conflict. It's about creating a dynamic where she feels challenged, stirred, and emotionally alive around you. And that brings us naturally to weakness number 5, the love for a challenge. Women are drawn to challenges. It's in their nature. If a man is too easy to figure out, interest fades quickly. But if he presents a little mystery, something that makes her curious, she wants to get closer to uncover what makes him tick. A touch of challenge keeps her excited, keeps her guessing, and keeps her thinking about you long after you've left the room. So how do you use this to your advantage? By being a challenge yourself. Not in a manipulative or confusing way, but in a way that allows her to enjoy the thrill of figuring you out. Here's the thing. You don't need to answer every question she asks right away. In fact, leaving a little bit of mystery in your conversations can be incredibly attractive. When she's curious about something, resist the urge to reveal it all at once. Let her wonder. Let her feel like there's always more to you than what she sees on the surface. This doesn't mean playing cruel games, it simply means holding back some pieces of yourself and revealing them over time. Think of it like a story. You wouldn't want to know the ending of a great novel on the very first page, right? The same principle applies here. You don't need to share every little detail of your life all at once. Instead, let her discover new things about you naturally, step by step. That sense of unlocking hidden parts of your personality can feel powerful for her, almost addictive. The truth is, women are far more captivated by a man who isn't predictable. When you keep certain aspects of your life or personality private, you give her a reason to lean in, to invest more of her energy into truly understanding you. And here's the beauty of it. The more effort she puts into figuring you out, the more invested she becomes in you. Mystery is magnetic. It keeps her intrigued, always wanting more. Which brings us to weakness number 6, the need for comfort in a man's strength. Women naturally want to feel safe and secure with the man they're with. But don't mistake that for needing someone who is overly soft or constantly sweet. What they really crave is strength. And this strength isn't only about physical power, it's also about emotional stability and mental confidence. A strong man gives her reassurance. He's the one who can handle challenges head-on, who remains calm when things get tough. She needs to know that no matter what happens, you can stand firm and protect her sense of security. The key here is simple. Be the rock she can lean on. A woman doesn't want to feel like she has to take control of everything or worry about how situations will unfold. She wants to trust that you can make solid decisions without hesitation, that you won't waver when life throws your ability to stand your ground, to show decisiveness and calm confidence. Makes her feel safe in ways words alone never could. And remember, strength is not about being domineering or controlling. It's about being stable, reliable, and grounded. When you consistently demonstrate this kind of strength through your actions, through your choices, you create a bond that makes her feel deeply connected. With you, she knows she doesn't have to carry the weight of everything by herself. That security is what draws her closer and keeps her invested. Which leads us naturally to weakness number 7, the desire to be admired, not over-pursued. Because, while women love to feel special and appreciated, too much eagerness can actually push them away. When a man chases too hard, it often comes across as desperation. And desperation is never attractive. The secret lies in admiration, making her feel valued and appreciated without overwhelming her. To use this weakness to your advantage, you need to maintain a little space. This doesn't mean being cold or acting indifferent, but rather allowing her to occasionally wonder, is he really into me? If you're always there, always available, and always showing how much you care, the effect begins to fade. Over time, it loses its charm. Instead, create moments where she gets to miss you, moments where she has to think about you on her own. This kind of curiosity is powerful. It keeps her imagination active and her attraction alive. By not constantly chasing, you add a subtle layer of excitement to the relationship. She begins to wonder about your true feelings, and that wondering pulls her deeper into the connection. But here's the important part. This doesn't mean playing cruel games or sending mixed signals. When you do show admiration, let it be clear, genuine, and meaningful. Thoughtful compliments, specific to who she is, will always mean more than generic praise. Telling her exactly what you admire, whether it's her intelligence, her determination, or her creativity, shows sincerity without overdoing it. This balance of giving her space while still making her feel appreciated makes her value your admiration even more. It keeps the attraction strong, steady, and real. Now, let's step into weakness number 8, The attraction to risk and rebellion. Many women secretly feel drawn to the thrill of risk. There's something magnetic about stepping outside the ordinary, about doing something just a little rebellious. It's not about being reckless or out of control, but about breaking away from predictability and creating a sense of adventure. Women are often intrigued by men who push boundaries, who take risks, and who refuse to simply follow the safe, predictable path. To use this weakness to your advantage, you need to break patterns in your interactions. Don't always do what's expected. Keep her guessing. For example, if she assumes you'll always agree with her, surprise her by challenging her ideas. Once in a while, not to start an argument, but to spark deeper thought and show her you bring a fresh perspective. That little push and pull creates tension, and tension fuels attraction. Because here's the truth. Predictability breeds comfort, but unpredictability breeds excitement. If she knows every move you'll make, she may start to take you for granted. But if you show her that you have your own opinions, that you're not afraid to stand apart, you suddenly become far more intriguing. This doesn't mean being rebellious in a destructive way. Instead, it's about showing her that you can step outside of expectations, that being with you is like entering new, uncharted territory. That sense of mystery, mixed with emotional engagement, is incredibly powerful. It makes her want to chase you, to understand you, and to keep coming back for more, which leads us directly into weakness number 9, the hunger for mystery. Because deep down, women are fascinated by what they can't immediately figure out. 2. Truly use this weakness to your advantage. Don't reveal everything about yourself right away. You don't need to hide your whole life story, but by leaving certain parts of your experiences, your thoughts, or even your habits undisclosed, you spark curiosity. It's not about being evasive or playing games. It's about allowing a natural mystery to exist, one that pulls her closer. When you talk about your past or your life, resist the urge to paint the entire picture in one go. Instead, reveal yourself, gradually, letting her discover new layers of who you are over time. Each little piece she uncovers keeps her engaged and eager for more. Think of it like slowly turning the pages of a book, instead of handing her the final chapter right away. For example, you might mention a fascinating hobby you have, but leave out how long you've been doing it, or the story of how you started. That little gap will make her wonder. She want to ask. She want to dig deeper. And that's the power of mystery. By holding some things back, you make yourself more intriguing, more magnetic. The truth is, the more effort she puts into figuring you out, the more invested she becomes. This pursuit keeps her attraction strong and builds emotional depth. She sees you as someone who always has more to discover, and that curiosity keeps her coming back. Which brings us naturally to weakness. Number 10. The need for respect over affection. It's easy to assume that women only want affection, but the truth is, respect runs much deeper. Of course, affection matters, but women want to feel truly valued for their intelligence, their opinions, and their presence. They want to know they're not just appreciated for their looks or how they make you feel, but for the thoughts, dreams, and ideas they bring into your life. So how do you use this to your advantage? Show respect in every interaction. Listen when she speaks, not just waiting for your turn, but really hearing her. Acknowledge her ideas, even when you don't fully agree. Respect isn't about constant agreement, it's about showing that you recognize her ability to think critically, to form opinions, and to express herself. Instead of focusing only on her appearance, or showering her with shallow compliments, dive deeper. Ask her about her goals, her values, her ambitions. Show genuine appreciation for her unique qualities, the things that make her who she is beyond the surface. This creates an impact far stronger than any compliment about her beauty. Respect is powerful because it lays the foundation for trust and emotional connection. When a woman feels respected, she also feels safe. And when she feels safe, she opens up more, invests more, and grows more attached. That's when a relationship begins to move from attraction to something lasting. And that brings us to weakness number 11, the desire to feel needed. Because at the heart of every meaningful relationship, women want more than just admiration. They want to feel essential to your life. After understanding how important it is for a woman to feel needed, let's now explore how to maintain that spark and keep the attraction alive. The key is balance. Show her that you value her deeply, that she truly plays an important role in your life, but at the same time, avoid putting all of your emotional weight on her shoulders. A healthy connection means appreciating her presence without making her feel like she has to carry everything for you. For instance, let her know how much her support, her unique perspective, or simply her companionship, means to you. Tell her sincerely that you enjoy having her around, that she adds something special and irreplaceable to your life. You don't have to depend on her for everything, but it's crucial she feels like she's an essential part of your world. When a woman feels needed in this balanced, healthy way, it not only makes her feel more valued, but also strengthens the emotional connection between you. She will naturally invest more in the relationship because she knows she plays a truly significant role in your journey. And this takes us to weakness number 12, the power of being unpredictable. Nothing destroys attraction faster than predictability. When life becomes too routine, too familiar, the spark starts to fade. Women are instinctively drawn to men who are unpredictable, men who keep them guessing, who bring a sense of freshness and excitement into every interaction. Think of it this way: the element of surprise and mystery works like fuel for attraction. To use this to your advantage, you need to break free from the trap of being the same all the time. Sometimes be tender and affectionate, showing your warmth and care. Other times, take a step back and be a little more reserved. This isn't about playing childish games or creating confusion. It's about revealing different sides of yourself and keeping the dynamic alive. If she can predict your every move, interest will naturally fade because everything feels too easy. But when she's not quite sure what to expect, her curiosity stays alive. Never let her feel like she's fully figured you out. Keep a little mystery in your actions, and avoid responding the same way every single time. If you're always available, always overly eager to please, she may start to take you for granted. But when you allow moments of distance, when she wonders where you are or what's on your mind, that's subtle. Unpredictability keeps her emotionally engaged. A gentle push and pull creates emotional tension, and that tension is exactly what keeps the connection exciting. This unpredictability makes her crave more, turning the relationship into an emotional roller coaster she doesn't want to get off. By keeping her guessing, you give her a reason to stay invested, always curious, always drawn to you. Now that you know all 12 female weaknesses, the next step is simple. Don't treat these as tricks or manipulations. Use them to build deeper, more meaningful connections by truly understanding women at a subconscious level. Once you master these principles, you won't have to chase attraction. It will flow to you naturally. If this opened your eyes, make sure to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and pass this video on to someone who needs it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Mind of Stoic for more timeless Stoic insights. Remember, a high-value man doesn't chase, he attracts. I'll see you in the next one.